Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to turn 2 Dollar Tree wreath forms into gorgeous wreaths. So we're going to go ahead and start off with this pumpkin one. And you guys, it turned out so beautiful. So if you love these type of videos, you love Dollar Tree, make sure you give me that thumbs up, show me some love. And if you haven't already, please make sure that you join the fam by hitting that subscribe button. So anyway, you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. And I'm going to show you what we're going to use to get this going. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and take this nautical rope from Dollar Tree as well, of course. And what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to go ahead and take it apart. Now I wanted to show you that there is another method, which is what I'm showing you here. If you wanted to go ahead and do the nautical rope without taking it apart, you can do that as well. And I'm kind of showing you here the idea of what I'm doing is covering up the actual wreath form with this. Now, I didn't want to have to buy a ton of this nautical rope, plus when I went to the Dollar Tree they only had the one, so I had the idea to take it apart into 3 pieces and use those pieces to actually cover the wreath form. Now in retrospect, I kind of wish that I would have painted the wreath form white. I could have spray painted it regularly, or whatever you want to do, because there is an added step that I do in the end, and honestly it looks gorgeous. So if you don't want to have to paint it, I'm going to show you a way to make this absolutely beautiful. So let's go ahead and get this completely unwound. Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead and take our unwound rope and we're going to start gluing it to the actual wreath form. The idea here is to get it as tight and as clean looking as possible, since this is a 3D form and we're going to be able to see all of it. So just take your time and make it as beautiful as possible. But you're literally going to do what you see me, you're going to repeat what you see me doing here. Wow, I cannot talk today. And then you're just gonna add glue and you're gonna just keep covering that wreath form.
We would find the time, dreaming for eternity, creating perfect memories. Yeah, we hoped we were gonna make it. Little did I know that time would take us to a place where love could grow, but in a different way.
Alright guys, so when you get to this point, you're going to want to just wrap it and then get it to where you can comfortably wrap instead of going around on that part, I like to go across, and I'm going to show you here. This is exactly what I'm referring to. So I want it covered completely. You see this? And it's going to give it such a cute look, and depending on how much of an embellishment you add to your wreath, you may or may not be able to see this, but nonetheless it gives it that completed, finished, beautiful look that we are trying to go for. So just keep going with that until you finish up that first string. See guys, it is already looking so cute, and we are just going to go ahead and continue the process. You're going to go, start on the top and start it the same way we did the first piece, and then we're going to go ahead and cover all of our little lines here. And you're going to have more than enough of this rope. I called it string. Sorry you guys, it's been a long day. But anyway, so you're going to go ahead and do that until you finish her up, and then I will show you our next step.
And taking care of you and me, yeah. I knew we were always gonna make it. Little did I know that time would take us to a place where love could grow, but in a different way. Bigger than they'd say. Now looking at you keep me going back to those days, capable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. Cheap motels and driving fast, and the radio playing our soundtrack. Broken love, tequila and bluegrass. Evenings just like movie scenes along the roads in Tennessee. Dreaming of what we could be from the back of your dad's red truck. Those days we were invincible. Splitting up would be unthinkable. Though at times it made me cynical, I wouldn't change a single thing. 'Cause you gave me you keep me going back to those days, incapable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. Cheap motels and driving fast.
How cute is that already, right? So now we're going to go ahead and clean up the glue and get rid of all of the gunk, and then we'll go on to the next step.
Radio playing our soundtrack.
Alright guys, so once you're satisfied, you're going to go ahead and take your pattern, whatever fabric you want, whether it's fabric you've had, fabric you buy. I mean, even Dollar Tree has fabric once in a while. So this was actually purchased at Walmart for $1.47. They have so many cute ones out right now. Of course, I wanted to go with that farmhouse staple, and Buffalo Check screams farmhouse. So what we're going to go ahead and do is what you see here. We're going to go ahead and, instead of all of the wreaths that I've seen where they follow the shape of the, inside, I want it to be flush, because I want that 3D look. So we're going to go ahead and literally just glue it to our form like you see me doing here.
Broken love, tequila and bluegrass. Evenings just like movie scenes along the roads in Tennessee. Dreaming of what we could be from the back of your dad's red, from the back of your dad's red truck.
I'm trying to let go of this heartache. It's been following me around. It wakes me up, it shoots me down. At this point, I would rather be numb. I'm sick and tired of emotions. They've never done me any good, just tore me up into bits. I wish I knew how to call it quits. I should.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and cut around to get rid of the excess fabric.
Know by now how to live without her. I'm in the dark. When I make my way, I stumble and I fall. I'm a blind man without his cane. I'm the like to be a stranger, keep my distance from the crowd. Thought that way I wouldn't get hurt, but when I met her it became a blur.
Is this not super cute already, you guys? My goodness. All right, so now we are going to start the process of embellishing our pumpkin. Now, if you have watched my videos and you've seen a lot of my stuff, you know that I love lamb's ear more than anything in farmhouse decor. So, of course, I was going to add that to my pumpkin. If you're surprised, then you need to watch more of my videos. But literally all I'm doing is wrapping it on the stem, and we're going to just glue it down. Very simple. And originally I had only put one lamb's ear, but then I just love it so much that I decided to go with two. Now I'm going to give you guys my secret. Probably not the coolest thing for me to do, because when I go looking for it, I'm not going to find it. But you know what? I got to share the love, people. So if you go to Walmart, you can get this gorgeous lamb's ear 2 for $2. So basically $1 a piece. Now, if you go to Hobby Lobby, or if you go to, Michael's, or you go any other craft store, you're going to pay so much. Like Joann's Crafts, oh my goodness. You're going to pay a ton for lamb's ear. Go to Walmart, wonderful quality. Trust me. All right, now we're going to take this raffia, because it's a fall pumpkin, and what screams more fall than raffia? Anyway, and all I'm doing is making or creating a simple bow, and that is it, you guys. As far as the raffia is concerned, I'm just kind of opening it up here, but of course I'm not done embellishing. I'm just saying that's all you need to do with the raffia. But I absolutely love it, and like I said, you decide how much embellishing you want to do with your pumpkin, if any, but you know me. Go big or go home. But I just keep layering, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing here, and hopefully you guys can take some inspiration from what I do.
She took my principles and turned them upside down. I had never felt that way, but what's to say? Sometimes good things end, but I didn't think that it would be this hard for a heart to mend. 'Cause I should know by now how to without her. I'm in the dark. When I make my way, I stumble and I fall. I'm a blind man without escape. I'm the ocean without the waves. The radio's playing songs, telling me that I should try to move on. They don't say how, and it bothers me. I guess I'll have to try anyway. Try to let her go. Oh, I don't wanna let her go. I should know by now how to live without her. I'm in the dark. When I make my way, I stumble.
All right, guys, so now that I'm done layering bow after bow, as you can see here, quite simply, I wasn't loving that I could still see the black frame. And this is why at the beginning I said I recommend that you paint it. But here was my workaround, and you guys, I'm so glad that I did this. It's so beautiful, and it turned out great. And in case I haven't already mentioned it, I got all of this ribbon from Dollar Tree. So you guys can make this pretty inexpensively. The fabric and the lamb's ear were from Walmart, but beside that, everything else is from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to go ahead and show you here how I'm going to cover the frame up, and I'm going to show you at the very end how absolutely gorgeous it turns out.
When I fall, I'm a blind man without escape. I'm the ocean without the waves. The radio's playing songs, telling me that I should try to got a dope.
Alright guys, so once you get everything covered up with the lace is when I'm going to go ahead and add the second lamb's ear, because as I mentioned, I am obsessed with it. And this is how absolutely gorgeous my 3D pumpkin turned out. But if you don't feel like you can make it or want to make it, check out my Etsy store because I have it listed on there. I am so in love with the way that this turned out, you guys. Alright guys, so for this second and last wreath for today's tutorial, it is going to literally take you maybe 5 minutes, if that, to put together. You're going to want to grab a smaller wreath from Dollar Tree. Now they have this tone and then they have the darker tone. You decide which one you want to go with. I also picked up this pick from Dollar Tree, so again, you decide what you want to use. And then we are going to go ahead and put a couple of ribbons on here, and it's just that simple. So let me show you how to do that.
Rush, got a major league crush when you're next to me. Got my heart upon my sleeve, cannot hide the way I feel when you're next to me, girl. Got the kick in every move and I fought us like a fool for you. I knew just what it was, but why should I make a fuss? Just stay next to me, girl. Next to me, girl. Something special, don't know why. Something special that I like about you. About you. There's a mystery entwined, something bigger to define about you. About you. Am I the only one to see? Got me down on my knees, taken by your gravity. And I just know you got that something special about you. Got me under lock and key.
In my opinion, layering bows always makes it look like a little more fancy, a little bit more expensive, and it's just super cute. So of course, I'm going to go ahead and recommend that you layer bows. But again, if you don't want to layer them, then just do the one bow, or, you know, it's up to you. Anyway, that really is all that this wreath really takes, is just one little pick, exactly the way you want it to look, and this one was perfect. And then you're going to add the bows. Once that is done, I took one of the signs that Dollar Tree sells. They have welcome, harvest, and what's the other one? Thankful. And all I did, you guys, was paint it black, as you can see here. And I'm using some twine. I couldn't find my wire, or else I probably would have used that. But this is just as beautiful. And all you're going to do is attach your words to the actual wreath. Now, I do not recommend that you use hot glue, because hot glue is not meant for longevity, especially with these words. And I want this to stay on here for as long as I want to keep my wreath. And so I'm going to go ahead and attach it that way. Then we're going to go ahead and take a paint pen, and we're basically going to go ahead and cover the little part of the twine that you can see. But as you can see there, I did put just a tad bit of hot glue to hold it in place and keep it where I wanted, but it's not the only thing holding on to the actual word. But this pretty much concludes my second wreath, and I love it so much, you guys. It's so freaking cute. It's so funny how simplistic yet amazing it turned out. So again, this one is also one that I have listed on my Etsy shop. So if this one is of any interest to you, by all means, please go ahead and check out my shop. I will always have that linked. But there you go. That's the completed wreath, and I absolutely love it. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. Please don't forget to share my content with anyone that you think might like it. Please don't forget to show me that thumbs up. And as always, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
But I don't